Jeremy, you fought in a lot of different locations. You've done the two fights in one night thing. You've fought in Saudi Arabia. How does the whole bubble experience, the pandemic fight experience, compare to some of the more farther stretches you fought in during your career?
Yeah, man, it's something I wanted to add on the list. I fought in Australia, Brazil, Saudi, Morocco. Yeah, I've done it all. And this it just helped prepare me for something like this, not knowing what to expect. This being my first time, always just knowing I've had bad weight cuts in the past. Just knowing to always have that dialed in before I get on a plane, because 90% of my flights have been traveling overseas and or long travel trips. And so when you land, you don't know what you're going to get, what food you're going to get. The quarantine was the first time for me here. So just taking all that kind of stuff in and being prepared ahead of time is what helped me. And I mean, Bellator's got this pretty dialed in. They've been doing this for a while now in the same location, same team, same system. So it kind of makes things easier knowing that their procedures work. They know how to do it. It's not their first time either. It'd be a little different. Maybe their first event would be a little bit more of a disaster on weight cut or any little things getting ready for a fight or mentality or whatever. But to me, especially with the long layoff, I think the no crowd in the COVID times is almost going to play a benefit to my the long layoff. It's just it just relieves a little bit of stress of I haven't had that big crowd feeling in a year, and now I'm still not going to, right? So and a lot of these guys aren't going to, and I'm just a big empty arena. I'm going to go do my job, put this guy away, and call it a day.
You mentioned the weight cut. You mentioned that you've had some tough weight cuts in the past. Of course, we have seen some issues. Jaleel Willis is on this card, missed weight for his last fight. Kerry Taylor Melendez last week. Do you feel like the bubble experience is going to affect that cut at all?
Nope, not at all. I feel great. I'm actually lighter today, which I have weigh-ins tomorrow morning, than I have ever in all of my weight
Oh
cuts.
wow.
And the weight cut prior to this was I was a backup for the PFL finals in December, and not even having a fight, I had a lot more no stress. You're not carrying that extra weight of the fight stress and all that stuff. And I was even lighter than then. So I'm ready to make weight, man. I wish the weigh-ins were tonight. It's just a matter of starving right now. And like I said, I just took care of everything prior. I've been in training camp since September. I flew from BC to Vegas, and I wasn't coming back until I got a fight because of the quarantine and all that stuff. So I couldn't sacrifice going home for 2 weeks and sitting in my house. So I flew out to Vegas. I didn't even have the Bellator contract at the time or anything. I flew out, and I wasn't leaving until I had got a fight. So I was training like I was going to fight short notice on any given weekend since September 9th. So, I mean, we're looking at 10 weeks of dieting hard. My weight's been low. My training's been solid. So I expect the best me to be on Thursday. And the weight cut's just part of it. It's been the best weight cut too.
The last one from me. You have been in there with the current best in the world, the featherweight champion of the world right now. Do you ever envision at some point in your career maybe that you're going to get that one back, maybe a few years down the line?
I mean, wishful thinking in the sense of I'm in Bellator, and I
Sure.
plan to stay here, permanently. And he's in UFC. He's obviously planning on staying there permanently. But if they ever want to do a cross promotion thing, like that is one, just as a competitor aspect, I want that one back, because I feel like I didn't show up. If I would have went out there and fought my heart out and lost, then I would be able to live with that. But that's my only loss unavenged, that I would love to get back just as a competitor standpoint, but it is what it is. We've gone different paths. He's done phenomenal since then. So I'm happy for him. It's not like I hold a grudge or anything like that, or I'm gunning for him, but we're on different paths, so I would love to run that one back again, but I don't see that in the future or anytime soon anyways.